Good morning, students. In today's session, we are going to describe the principles of business communication. Before this, we have seen the different topics like objectives, importance, and the purposes of business communication. Now, here we will see these are the 13 general principles of business communication. Now, principles means what? These are the certain, what we say that care should be taken in the process of business communication. Now, which kind of care or how the business communication can be successful or how the business communication can be effective. This is what says that these principles means if the organization follows these principles, okay, effectively, successfully, and at the same time timely, means when that in these 13 principles there are such principles which should be adopted for at that certain time. So the timely requirement of the communication. So these principles say what? These are the 13 cares, or we can say the ideas which is introduced for the successful running and smooth operations of the business. Now here there are total 13 principles of business communication. This is also, as I have told you, general principles of the business communication. The very first is clarity. So when we talk about the exchange of messages, sending and receiving of the messages, it means what? There should be a clarity. The message should be clear. It should convey the correct idea of the information. So the message must have the clarity. Obviously, communication contains exchange of information, exchange of message, exchange of ideas, knowledge, etc. So in that exchange, as we have seen, there are different types of communication. Okay, written, oral, verbal, non-verbal, upward, downward. So in any type of business communication, clarity must be there. Although you are giving oral information, it means you are conveying the message orally. In that, clarity should be there. Although you are sending a communication, you are in the process of communication, of written communication, there also clarity must be there. Correct words, clear words, okay? There should not be any extra messages, extra information other than the related topic should not be conveyed. So the message should be clear. Adequacy. Adequacy means adequate. Okay? The message should not be too lengthy, it should not be too small. Okay? The correct idea, whatever the topic is, means the message has to be conveyed. The particular information which is supposed to be forwarded only so that it must be adequate. Okay, adequacy related to the length of the message. It should not be too big, it should not be too small, it must adequate, it must contain the clear idea or the very much clarity in the message which has to be exchanged, which has to be ready for the sending and receiving of the message. So it must have adequacy. Then attention. Okay, attention means what? Again, sender and receiver. These are the two main persons in the process of communication. So in business communication, for example, a superior and supervisor, there are two persons. Okay, so while listening the information, while taking the topic for the communication from the superior, the subordinate must have the attention in listening that message, because such message or that specific message is going to be conveyed to someone, another person's, means with another business units. Okay, as we know that business communication is the that kind of communication which is necessary for the internal at the same time with the external outside world business. So attention must be given, means if you are listening something from your boss for the information and for that message, he or she must listen that message with proper attention so that right message should be conveyed, specific exchange of information or knowledge should be shared. So in that sharing, he must listen, the subordinates or the employees must take the correct idea, correct information and message from his superior, so that there should not be any mess in sending the messages. So timing, at the correct time. For example, there is a, what we can say, that a sales meeting. Okay, there is one topic for the meeting, sales meeting, and this, the company secretary has to inform the sales team that on such and such date, such and such timing, you need to attend this meeting. So the timing of that meeting, timing of that particular, what we say, the event must be conveyed at the right time. If the message is conveyed to the sales team after the or before only 1 hour of the meeting, it is not sufficient. So that timing of the information, timing of the communication must be perfect. Now, integrity. Okay, every organization works according to their organizational structure and objectives, and the main objective is to achieve its goals, business goals. Now, integrity related with the means what? That business organization must follow. Okay, the business organization should definitely follow the organizational structure, objectives, rules and regulations, policies which are formed by the organization, so that there is integrity among all the levels of the management in the organization. Now, strategic use of informal communication. Strategic use of informal communication means what? Informal communication, you need to understand. Informal communication, the main aim of informal communication is to increase the customer base, to remain with the social group, to remain with those persons, to get contact with those persons, which is helpful for the upliftment of the business. Ultimately, which is going to increase the profit, which is going to increase the sales of that organization. So, how it should be? Strategic use of informal communication. It means what? The use of that communication must be strategic as per the strategies set by the business organization. It is called strategic use of informal communication. Now, this informal communication is definitely going to increase, definitely going to help the achievement of the business goals, to what we say, the increase of the profit line, and exactly the main aim of business communication is what? To promote the business activities, to promote its sales target, and to earn maximum profit. So, strategic use, the use of informal communication must be strategic. Balance between adaptability and uniformity. Okay, when the sender is sending the message, so whatever the information he has heard from his, here we have seen timing. Okay, attention, timing, clarity, adequacy. So here, balance between adaptability and uniformity. The message which is ready for the communication, the information which is ready for the communication, there must be a balance between adaptability and uniformity. So the sender who is sending the message must have a clear idea about the message. He must give the proper attention while listening that message. The timing of sending the message must be exact and perfect. So it is said balance between adaptability and uniformity. The message must be short and simple. It must that message must have a clear-cut idea about the topic for the communication. So it is said balance between adaptability and uniformity. Interest and acceptance. Interest means what? It is not that because you have to work, so you are working. The employees, the subordinates, the persons who are working in that organization, they must be how? They must work with dedication. They must give their full attention. They should work for the betterment of the organization, so that there must be interest. Whatever is your job profile, it should not be deliberately you are working, but you must work with interest and acceptance. The work which is given to you, the work which is delegated to you, that must be accepted and done as per the requirement of the work. So, courtesy. Courtesy means the use of polite language. Then the employees should say thank you. Okay, they should apologize for the mistakes. So this is called courtesy. Means you have that understanding. If you are making the mistake, say sorry. Okay, if the receiver is giving you the reply, the feedback within the specific time or as per the requirement of your work, then you should not forget to say thank you to him also. This is what is courtesy. Courtesy means it is a tendency or it is a kind of thanking or saying sorry for the mistakes. So that is what you should show the courtesy. Courtesy must be shown so that it shows what it means. You are a good employee, you have that manners, you have that adaptability, and so courtesy is one of the important principle of business communication. Then consciousness. This word is repeated always. We have seen in objectives also, in importance also. Consciousness is very much important. When there is a consciousness in communication, so that wrong message should not be sent. Okay, there should not be any misunderstanding. There should not be any communication gap. So consciousness means the persons, the workers or the sender and receiver. The sender, while sending the message, he must work consciously. Okay. Then channel. Again, channel, feedback, consciousness. These are the very, what we can say, several times you have heard these words, and that is why these are the very important factors for the communication purpose. So for the communication purpose, the selection of a channel, how the message is going to be sent, either by email, either telephonic, either by any other type of communication, upward, downward. So the channel which is used for the communication must be perfect, must be correct, and must be according to the need of the time. Okay, so channel refers to the selection of the channel, selection of the medium for the exchange of information. Now feedback. Again, feedback means this is, if you remember, this is the very last stage of process of communication. So in the process of communication, feedback and reply is very much important. You cannot deny the importance of feedback. Feedback shows that communication is successful, that communication is effective, and to make that feedback or that communication effective, so feedback is compulsory. That reply from the receiver is very much required. How it proves that? Feedback means what? The sender have sent a message. Okay. After one day or within the stipulated time, if the sender is getting the feedback from the receiver, it means that communication is successful. The aim of the communication has been achieved, and that is why feedback has got a much importance in the process of communication. Two-way communication. Obviously, when we talk about exchange means what? Give and take. Okay, sending and receiving. Send means what? To send, and receive means what? To receive the reply or to receive the communication, to receive the message. So two-way communication. Business communication or any kind of communication is what? It is a two-way communication. Here we can take the example of television, radio. These are only one-way communications. Okay, means what? You are only listening, you are hearing, but you are not able to give the reply. But business communication, that must be two-way communication. The sender is sending the message, he is using some of the channel or the medium. Okay, then the receiver is receiving the message. After decoding, he is sending the feedback and reply. That gets two-way communication. Okay, so these are the main principles of business communication. We can also say that these are the general principles of business communication. Clarity 1, adequacy 2, attention 3, timing 4, integrity, then strategic use of informal communication, balance between adaptability and uniformity, interest and acceptance, courtesy, consciousness, channel, feedback, two-way communication. So these are the important principles of business organization. So I think that the maximum part of the unit 2 is covered here. Okay. Here onwards, what we need to do is, we will start another topic from the unit 2, which is related to public relations. So these points, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 11, 12, 30. What you need to do is, this is the expected questions from the examination point of view. Okay, so try to do your studies regularly. Okay, and follow the notes also, the study materials also, which is shared, which is uploaded in the Google Classroom. Thank you and stay safe.